Meltdown, and this evening I'm joined by.
Pontus.Snibb from Bonafide.
It's great to chat to you this evening. First up, where did you draw your inspirations and ideas from your new album, Are You Listening?
Ooh, well, I would say it's the same as always. The classic rock era bands like AC/DC and Humble Pie and Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and stuff. But the difference this time around is that I'm not writing all the songs myself. Anders Rosell has written 35 or 40% of the songs that we then he came up with the ideas and then we welded it together, so we're happy and it sounds like a really solid Bonafide album, if I may say so.
Yeah, it's brilliant, mate. I love it. And it's been a while since you released anything as well. I mean, since you did release something, we've had COVID and all of that nightmare. Did any of that have any influence on your songs?
Well, the last studio album was in 2017.
Yeah.
And then we did a live album on vinyl and CD just for the merch right before COVID, actually. So and that's a major, like a real release, so to speak. But during the COVID, we recorded the new album,
right, and
awaited it to go away so we could release it. We didn't do as many bands who released albums during the COVID. Just like, if you can't tour on an album, you can make the songs stick in people's heads, and so to speak. So I'm happy we waited this long for next Friday, actually.
Yeah, totally. And would you be having a release party on the 27th? And do you plan to live stream it?
We won't live stream it. No, we actually. The first gig, we're going to tomorrow morning. We're going to France for a festival, but the release date next Friday, we play in Gothenburg, a show that with Bonafide and other Swedish band Electric Boys.
Okay.
And then on Saturday we have the big release party in Stockholm, Pub Anchor. But it won't be streamed, sorry to say, but. We'll be heading over your way in August.
Brilliant.
At the Stone Dead Festival, and then we'll be back later on for a real club tour.
So can you tell me the inspiration and behind Tommy Nine Fingers?
Yeah, I can. Tommy is a friend of mine,
right.
And I don't know what it's called in English, but the disease that sadly took Henneman's life in Slayer. Like
yes.
A self-eating.
Yeah.
My friend had that, but they stopped it by cutting off his finger. He almost died, but they could stop it at that. So he only has have 9 fingers. So I thought up a fun story of Tommy Nine Fingers driving the getaway car at a robbery. So it's not a true story, but it's a true person.
Okay, that's cool. So all of the tracks will be your babies, but which one is your favorite today and why?
I would say the first single, and maybe that's because I didn't write it at all. It's called A Hero to Zero. I love that one. It's a second track on the album. That's a very good song, and it's written mostly by Anders Rosell, the other guitarist in the band.
Brilliant. So you've been a band since 2006, and the world of music landscape has just changed beyond recognition. What advice would you give yourself if you could go back to 2006?
Well, it always comes down to those record deals you signed.
Yeah.
signing away all your money. We've done it like everybody else has. So I would change that, but otherwise it's been a steady ride. Of course, I wish that we were bigger than we are, but we're in a good place, and we're getting really good reviews on this new album. So it feels great.
Brilliant.
The future looks bright. so to speak.
That's brilliant to hear. That's
Hopefully.
brilliant. Yeah, sure, man. And I mean, you've toured like with Europe, Choir Boys, and so many other bands. But if you could choose an ultimate band to go on a tour with, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, who would it be? That's a tricky one. Well, I love Cheap Trick, so I would say Cheap Trick.
Continue the tour sort of thing. If you could choose one of your favorite shows, just like grab it out of the sky, which one would it be?
That I've seen or that I've done?
That you've never played.
That I played. Well, it's hard to choose between all the Sweden Rock Festival shows. I wrote the anthem for that festival, so it's always very special when we play that festival, and I think we've done it like 6 times. And the last time we had the attendance, like the biggest attendance for that stage up to date. So that was very, very special. And the last song, "Fill Your Head with Rock," when everybody sings along, and it's always special. So I would say that. Or maybe some of the support shows to Deep Purple. That was fantabulous as well.
I can imagine, man. Yeah. So then what would you say has been the most disastrous thing that's ever happened to you on the road?
Disastrous. Well, we had one really, really bad Spanish tour with the promoter says, "Okay, it's only 2-hour drive today," and 6 hours later we're still in that bus with hurting your back and stuff, and that went on for 2 weeks. We should have cut it to like 4 shows. So that was a disastrous tour. Not a single show, but a whole tour.
The whole tour. Right. How important is it for you to meet and greet your fans after a show?
Very important. And through all the years and all the gigs, we have friends all over, mostly Europe.
Yeah.
So in every town we are, there's someone you need to hug and meet.
Yeah.
And we're always consistent with going out to the merch and and meet and greet, so to speak, after the show. So it's in our genes. So we would never do a show without coming out and say hi.
Say it's been the most memorable concert you've ever been to, other than your own.
Ooh, well, I was at the O2 Arena when Led Zeppelin played.
Wow. Yeah.
Need I say more? No, that was of course fantastic. But in the same line, there's a place in Sweden called Dalhalla. It's like an old ruin kind of place. I saw Robert Plant and Alison Krauss there.
Oh, wow.
That was very special as well.
Awesome.
Like in the midst of it's hard to. That's where Kiss did their last Swedish shows.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Then can you tell us then the most outrageous thing you've ever done in the name of rock and roll, or is it X-rated?
It's X-rated.
Fair enough.
I never talk about drugs.
Right, man.
No, we're good guys. It's mostly backstage. Everybody think, well, we're drinking. Of course we're drinking.
Yeah.
But it's just friends there, and it's not ladies in your lap and blah blah blah. It's not like that. We all have steady relationships that we honor.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Well, I've got a Ukrainian girlfriend, so she's a bit scary. So yeah, you got to be got her on her, haven't you? Right. So the next one is, what was the last song you listened to?
The last song, it was actually a song from the new album, our new album called Rumble, because we're going to play it for the first time live tomorrow in France. And since we live so far apart in the band, me and the drummer live in Stockholm, and the other 2 are down south next to Copenhagen, Malmo area. So the only time we can rehearse is during sound checks. So we all need to get into it, and I need to learn the fucking lyrics. So I've been doing that all day. That song.
Brilliant. So how you get into France? You fly in or you go in by
yeah, we fly to Charles de Gaulle and then take a train and then we get picked up. It's a cool little festival in a big theater called RAWKS.
Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds good. Have you played PPM Festival in Belgium, Dubry?
No.
That's another
we haven't.
No. That's brilliant.
Okay, cool.
That's like by the Ardennes Forest. Fantastic. Beautiful place. Yeah.
Cool.
The bands have played there, brilliant. But Alcatraz, I've been to Belgium quite a lot. Have you done Alcatraz?
No, we haven't. But my girlfriend with her band, Thunder Mother, has played there.
So okay, cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get there one day or next year.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they did, didn't they? It wasn't so long ago. Okay. So then, if there was a heavy metal song about yourself, what would it be called?
Heavy Metal Thunder. No, what would it be called? United we stand.
Is that not
each and all? Yeah. I'm not a war kind of guy.
Okay. Cool.
I like love and
all right,
being nice to each other.
Absolutely,
especially in these times.
Yeah, mate. Absolutely. Can agree more. Okay, then. So my Belgian friend likes to ask this question a lot. If you were a musical instrument, what would you be?
Well, I am drums.
Yeah,
I think. At least my feet and
always tapping.
My hands are. Yeah. Sorry.
Can you tell us why we should check out and listen to?
Yeah. Because it's a great sounding album, a lot of great songs. For the first time in a long time, I didn't write them all, so it's an even better album because Anders is in there too. It's solid, and we really made an effort on this one, and it's recorded live in the studio, except for vocals and guitar solos and the occasional tambourine, of course. But it sounds really good, and it's produced by Sweden's best rock producer. Did Helicopters and Backyard Babies and stuff. So it's a great sounding album. 10 rock and roll songs that you don't want to miss.
Brilliant. That's great. So now it's 5 questions, either or either. So the first one is meatballs or beer?
Beer.
Vinyl or digital?
Vinyl.
Festival or small intimate gig?
Small gig.
Are you a saint or a sinner?
I'm neither. No, I'm a sinner.
All right. And the final one is ABBA or Helicopters?
Helicopters, of course.
Really love it.
Dragon is going to listen to this, so I wouldn't dare to say anything else.
All right, man. I want to thank you so much for your time, and again, congratulate you on the album. It's awesome. Do you have any final words? Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Dig in next Friday. It's out there, and it's on a beautiful vinyl and CD, and of course on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever your likings are. And dig in, and hope you will enjoy it. And see you on a show close to you.